представить нашего норвежского гостя и рассказать вообще, как вы познакомились и почему так случилось, что наша радость в Туле.
Норвежского гостя зовут Пол. Всем он известен больше под псевдонимом Эдвард. Познакомились мы с ним, кажется, в прошлом году. У меня есть такие группы норвежских друзей, которые достаточно часто ходят ко мне на вечеринки в культ, который уже достаточно давно проходит. И какой-то один из прекрасных дней они подошли ко мне и говорят: вот к нам тут друзья приезжают, они диск-жокеи, не хочешь их пригласить к себе на вечеринку поиграть? Я говорю: да, с удовольствием. Собственно, приехал Пол. With who you traveled last time? It was you and Torch?
Yeah, DJ Torch.
Был диджей Эдвард и диджей Torch, и они, собственно, привезли свою вечеринку из клуба Номаден, и было очень здорово и весело. Особенно вот мне понравилось то, как играл Пол, диско, буги, фанк, замечательный топ с пластинок, целую кучу винил с собой привез. Вот. И в этом году он решил вернуться, и я, собственно, его встретил с распростертыми объятиями, предложил моим друзьям, собственно, вот, да, первый раз был тогда.
Как ощущения?
How do you feel about it?
Like I told you last year, I loved it, and you looking at me kind of strange at that time, you know, like really? But I loved it, you know, it's time travel, and it's cultural travel, and it's amazing how Anatoly Ice has, you know, made things happen in Moscow. I'm impressed, and I've been doing club work and promotion for many, many years, and it's impressed me. And I honored him last time for it, and I had the same feeling now. I'm back in Russia, and I love it.
Не пугали ли тебя стереотипы, связанные с Россией? Медведи на велосипедах, кровавый режим Путина?
Was you scared by stereotypes about Russia, like news on bicycles, evil Putin?
You know, as a historian, you know, I had a few stereotypes. I'm not allowed to, you know, but I had actually some thoughts about how it's going to be. But I haven't seen any bears, no motorcycles, no. But I saw some. I cannot say that. But no, it's been generally terrific last year and this time as well. You know, taking good care of me. No special things really happen, but it's a really strange thing, and I haven't seen any police in the streets.
Oh man, okay. We have a lot of police.
Okay. But I checked my bedroom for taps, video cameras and lights.
Don't do that.
Okay. So, okay.
Переводить? Мне это перевести или?
Не, мы потом субтитры просто сделаем.
Ну, дай мне переводчик.
Evil Putin, no, I'm not afraid of him. Ну, давай, Катя, что у тебя есть?
More questions.
One moment. Что нас сегодня, что вернее тульских тусовщиков ожидает сегодня на выступлении? То есть вот.
What people?
Normally I would just say joy for the music, you know. To see a person that had music, you know, in his heart and in his life since he was a kid. I had music, this kind of music, in my heart since I was 9 years old, and I have a lot of love for it, and I'm trying to show that while I'm playing and performing, and just joy for music.
Тогда у меня вопрос. А как так сложилось, что вы играете преимущественно с винила, вопрос к обоим, и как вы вообще пришли к тому, что, ну, как вы пришли к диджеингу и к музыке вообще? То есть откуда появилось желание показывать свою музыку другим людям? Это было как-то предопределено?
Я не знаю, прям какого-то такого момента не было. Это все очень достаточно плавно происходило. То есть сначала там появилось увлечение просто музыкой, главным образом хип-хопом где-то вот в начале 90-х годов. Вот. Потом, когда появилась возможность покупать пластинки, я стал покупать пластинки. Познакомился с людьми, которые устраивали какие-то вечеринке, примкнул к ним, мы стали играть вместе. Все очень происходило достаточно плавно, коллекция начала выполняться. Но для меня коллекция музыки или вообще какого-либо такого вот материала, который как-то сопряжен с искусством, с самовыражением, его нельзя просто хранить в ящике. Им надо делиться, им надо показывать людям. Собственно, музыка, которая у меня есть, мне нужно ей делиться по-другому. Смысла в ней особого нет. Сидеть, слушать ее дома мне большое удовольствие доставляет. That was a question for two of us. Like, how did you find your path to this music? How does it happen? And why did you decide to start DJing and not just like?
We don't have time for that. You know. No, but you know, it happened quite. You know, I feel it's a natural path since. Kind of a rough start in life, and music is kind of took care of me in a way. Like, you know, I had to lean on the music, and that's the basic thing about how I got into music. It kind of saved me, and I was a guy took care of me, you know, like a second father, and he was a DJ, so he taught me a lot of things about music and how to be a good person at the same time, you know, behave, and and that's how it started. And he was in the World Championship in mixing in 1986. I was lucky enough to be with him in London at that time. I saw him perform, I saw a lot of other DJs perform, and I decided then, this is what I'm gonna do. Next year, I practiced 1 year. Next year, I won the Norwegian Championship. I was the representative of Norway in the World Championship. I took the 6th place in Albert Hall in London. And from there on, there was no, like, really looking back. From there, it was just DJing, producing, dancing, and doing as much as I can with, you know, inside the culture.
And nobody talk about girl attention. Никто не говорит, я имею в виду, то, что это делается.
That wasn't because of girls, you know.
Да, можно.
So the question was, what do you think about all these modern technologies, digital era, people using computers, why they DJing, controllers, and all of that stuff?
You know, I was, you know, I've always been interested in technology when it comes to producing music. You know, I bought my equipment at like 15, 16, my first synthesizers, my first samplers, and I've always been into it. At the same time, playing vinyl, you know, and so it's never been a case inside DJing to use anything that has to do with digital, you know, but as it progresses,
but you know, all of these things which you explain in this equipment, it's not like digital thing. I mean, digital is more like computer thing. But all of that equipment means just think who also involved you into music. But what we have now, it's that everything is simplified, really simplified. You just put into computer. So
I was going to do an anthology from using equipment and all the way up to now, you know. It's not a new thing for me to use, because I used drum machines, I used different things, but now we have what you call possibility of playing digital from a computer, and it looks like you're actually playing vinyl, you know. I have no problem with that at all. It's just progress. That's what I'm talking about. The equipment I use is always going to be progress, and thank God for that. You know, and it's your decision what platform you want to play on. I don't want to stop anybody, but there are some pointers I like to. You know, it's important. You know, show joy for the music that you play. You know, it doesn't matter which platform. And if you use a computer, for God's sake, you know, it doesn't. It shouldn't seem like you're checking your mail all night. You know, that's what I mean with joy with music. You know, you should just try to stay away from the computer. Use the mixer now that got, you know, you can switch songs and everything, so you don't get stuck with the computer. That's where it goes wrong for me, you know. You need to be the entertainer as well. Don't lose the entertainer in the computer. from that, it doesn't matter. It's just a tool. For me, it's just another tool. You know.
Есть сейчас выражение «сирата фейс» специально.
Serato face, yeah. That's the new for DJs.
Yeah, checking your mail all night long. Like, you know, it's a really bad thing. And I've been having this talk with a lot of my friends, and you know, playing just hip hop. And I told them, you know, you have to take this in consideration. It looks like you're checking your mail all night long. You know, you need to stop it, you know, because you lost your entertainer. You used to be really funky and outgoing, and you just get really closed-minded. And the more you drink, the more you have to really put your face up into that computer. And then it's starting to look like you're checking porn, you know? It's like, ooh. So, no, good advice. Buy a mixer, we can switch tracks and do the same thing as, you know, you used to when you play vinyl. Just leave that computer alone. I think that's important.
Agree.
Класс. Другое, что было год назад в среде диджеев, ну, по крайней мере в России, очень было модно проявлять, не модно, а все это старались сделать, свою гражданскую позицию относительно каких-то политических моментов в стране. Следите ли вы за политикой, ну и считаете нужным, чтобы артист, музыкант, диджей вообще высказывался по этому поводу?
Я нет, не слежу. Я никогда не смешиваю какие-то там политические, какие-то свои. У меня, мне кажется, даже их нет, никаких там политических взглядов. Ну, не то чтобы мне все равно, но я точно никогда не вношу в музыку вот какие-то свои, особенно негативные эмоции, они вообще не должны присутствовать. Вот, ну, по крайней мере, может быть, как-то они должны быть выражены по-другому, а не вот просто в лоб. И я вообще далек абсолютно от политики, и по большей части я даже не знаю, что сейчас. Я даже не совсем уверен, кто сейчас мэр в Москве.
То есть не смотрите передачи из Украины?
Нет. Телевизор у меня вроде нет. The question was, do you show your politic views, your position? Did you showing it to the people for who you play your music? I mean, did you try to separate it or just stay away from all of these, you know, things which going on in the world, or
Like playing music with political.
No. Just show, did you show your view to the what's going on around you? Did you want to share it with people? Did you want people to know? You know, because that was a cool thing, a couple of years ago here in Russia, like DJs or artists saying something about what's going on, like. We have president election, and he say, okay, I hate this guy, I like this guy, and so on. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've never been exposed to that problem, so I don't know. For me, you know, being in the club life for now, soon, you know, next year, 30 years, it's never been an issue with politics or nothing. A club or like musical adventure, for me, it's nothing about religion. Ethnicity, gay versus whatever, you know, it got nothing to do with that for me. It's just a melting pot. A club, for me, is a place where everybody should meet up and leave their views on the outside and dance together on the inside. And I have no right as a DJ to touch those issues. I just want to make people smile and dance and have a good time, and when they, you know, leave, and they should have a warm feeling inside their heart.
Great. Тогда, наверное, заключительный вопрос. Со стороны... Ну, сразу проще по счастью, у меня другой вопрос. Со стороны кажется, что все время вы проводите либо в отбирании музыки или в игре в клубы. Есть ли какое-то развлечение, либо хобби, с которым вы условно отдыхаете от того, чем занимаетесь большую часть жизни?
Не связано с музыкой, наверное.
Ну, лично у меня практически все, что я делаю, связано с музыкой. А то, что люди видят, как раз таки это и должно быть. Вот, ну, то есть то, что видит публика, это то, что я выступаю, занимаюсь музыкой, где-то гастролирую, записываю какие-то миксы, веду радиопрограммы. Остальное, собственно, больше никого не касается. Помимо, я работаю в студии, все, что связано, у меня свободное время я посвящаю тоже музыке, и работа моя тоже с ней связана. У меня есть замечательная жена, с которой я провожу время, мы ездим в разные жаркие страны, когда есть такая возможность. Все достаточно просто. Вот. А по большей части музыка, да, занимает 90% жизненного пространства. Какой был вот вопрос такой?
Ну, условно, хобби. Если хобби, помимо
do you
музыки.
have hobby? What you doing beside this music, beside DJing, producing?
Beside DJing and producing music?
Yeah, like from the side it looks like you're a DJ obsessed with music. You're always into music, DJing, touring, producing. But do you have something else in your life?
Like
Yes,
collect the
I am.
stamps.
Yeah, I have many things in my life. Sports and martial art has, also saved my life in a way. I've been doing martial arts, fighting sports since I was about 13. I run my own Taekwondo Korean style club. My son is on the national team of Norway. Myself has several medals in different styles of kickboxing. I'm doing also Filipino martial arts, stick fighting. So that's been my, I don't want to call it hobby, it's been my kind of a part of my lifestyle. Training hard and teaching people, young people. I have had hundreds of students in martial arts. Trying to teach them how to behave in life and how to defend themselves. And also my father was a chess teacher, so I've been playing chess for many years as well. So those are kind of like big hobbies for me, martial art and chess. Not really comparable, but same time they are.
What about this mountains walking for weeks?
I knew you were gonna mention that, yeah. Yeah, I'm really into long hikes to disconnect myself from the society, to get some time off, to think about things. And I'm doing like really long hikes up in the mountains of Norway for like 2 weeks at a time. And I'm completely shut off. I'm just surviving from hour to hour on what I can basically get, fish or anything else. And it makes me really focused. When I get back, I'm really, my body is really clean and healthy, and I feel really focused.
Хорошо. Теперь Катя задаст свой вопрос.
You didn't expect that, huh?
Ну да, давай свои.
Just do it.
Что для вас счастье?
What is happiness for you?
What is happiness for me? Wake up, home, put on some music, making a coffee, and that's it. Or wake up in a tent, open the door, making the same coffee, and just relax. So it's got to be something with being up in the mountains, far away, or at home, putting on some lovely, beautiful music to start the day with, and a cup of coffee.
Окей,
Сложный вопрос.
конечно.
Наверное, ощущение того, что я нужен, и то, что я делаю, это тоже кому-то нужно. То есть вот лично мне постоянно нужно... How important for you to see, to understand, to realize what the crowd doing, how they react on what you're doing?
I've seen the dance floor from, as a dancer for many years. I've been, I was one of the first in Norway to start breakdancing and popping and locking and stuff like that. And that's right. And I've seen, from the dance floor perspective, and I never stopped dancing really. But when I'm DJing, when I looked at it as, you know, I was there myself, and what do I want? You know, what do I need? And that's what I'm trying to get across, you know, to, you know, dance floor should be a place of freedom. It's the way you drop every daily life problems or whatever you think about. You enjoy music and just let your hair out and have a good time on the dance floor. Just sweat it out and you show yourself, and people show themselves, get respect for that. And it's really quite simple, you know. Make people open their hearts and mind. It's really important. Dance floor can be a really powerful thing. Music is a powerful thing.
Окей, thank you. И, наверное...
Последний.
Ну да, давайте я задам. Насколько меняется ваша жизнь, то есть творческая или личная, то есть с приближением новогодних праздников? То есть это Рождество, наверняка, то есть вот у вас Рождество все красиво, ну, как бы у нас, наверное, тоже, но мне кажется, вот как-то оно более ярко, наверное, выражается. То есть насколько жизнь меняется с приближением Нового года?
У меня особо не меняется. Ну, мы просто обычно уезжаем из города куда-нибудь с женой вдвоем. Вот в этом году в Таиланд поедем. Ну, ничего особенного. В Москве стараемся не оставаться по возможности. Ну, если остаемся, то едем. Я категорически не играю нигде на Новый год, никогда, никаких вечеринок, ничего такого. Вот. И когда приглашают, я отказываюсь практически всегда. Вот, собственно, семейный праздник, как, собственно, в Европе, провожу обычно с семьей. So how your life changed with approaching of New Year's Eve and Christmas? What you do usually on Christmas?
What I do on Christmas?
How you celebrate?
How I celebrate it? It's really traditional way, like I always done in with my family. Strong bonds and get together, and really Norwegian traditional food and celebration with all the kids and everybody.
Did you smash this house?
Yeah, we used that ginger cake house thing we built some years ago, some weeks ago, and the kids smash it with a hammer, and then it's Christmas time.
Okay, thanks. Я думаю, все, потому что нужно идти.
Может, какое-то пожелание?
That's it?
Да,
That's
давайте,
it.
наверное.
Ну, все, тогда. Да.
Нет, давайте. Да, пожелания. Типа, хотя полраза все.
Да просто, ну какая разница, вот абстрактному.
Есть как вот.
But was it a question now about this long, you know, it was, I think it's an important thing that we missed. If you said it now, it's really, you mentioned Thailand? You said Thailand?
That's what I'm doing New Year.
Oh yeah, what you're doing on New Year. Okay, you go to Thailand. Okay, because there's one issue that's really important. You know, is the scene different from Europe to Russia to, you know, how is the scene now? Is it different? Because, you know, when I walked into the club today, in here in what you call it, myata. You know, when I walk in there, or upstairs or whatever, you can walk into that club and you don't know if it's in Tula, or it's in New York or Washington or Thailand or China, or, you know, that is a really cool thing. It's really important to remember that when you walk into a club like this, it looks as good as it does, you know, totally international, and it's no different. And when we have DJs like international DJs, like I'm coming around, American DJs coming around, they have the same impression. You know, this club can be anywhere, so you should be proud of that. And we present the same music as you can hear in any other major big city and club all over the world.
Это приятно.
Да.
В общем, заключительно, есть ли универсальный совет для...
You should go, woo!
Есть ли какой-то универсальный совет для тех, кто, не знаю, ходит на
Ну,
вечеринки, где вы играете?
Да, то есть
Ну или просто
слушателям.
универсальный
Ну или
совет.
какое-то пожелание, то есть вот, ну
Do
такое.
you have a universal advice or wish to the people who come to the party where you play? Weird question, agree.
A universal question about
Universal advice or
Advice?
wish for the people who come to the
It's
party?
really easy, you know. It's some people, everybody should, you know, take in consideration. You need to have an open mind everywhere you go. It doesn't matter if it's a club or at work and you just need to be open-minded. Leave your shit at the door, you know, and be open-minded and accept what comes at you because it can change you. It had changed people before. I've seen it. It happened many times. So you need to be open-minded, and that is a life rule, you know.
Good advice.
What he said.
Поддерживаю.
Ну, собственно, да, какой может быть совет? Быть собой, не стесняться ни в коем случае. Не, ну, можно, конечно, сначала постесняться, но это пройдет через какое-то время. Слушать хорошую музыку.
Класс. Эйс. Все?
Yeah, if you had a stuck-up American here now, he would if you had a stuck-up American now, he wouldn't answer half of those questions. Just forget it. Fucking raise up and leave.